Let's continue with part two, sweethearts. Yeah, feel free to share whatever is coming up.
We're talking
Tony.
about
Yeah. Garrett, go.
um, energy and tension in the body before before and get to the bottom of this business we're trying to get to the bottom of. The tension will perhaps go. Um, if somebody's full of tension, something's not right, is it? And will that naturally go like a black
Yes.
cloud?
Yes. You are not going to notice.
Ah,
It's not worth mentioning, Garrett. You are not going to notice.
perhaps if somebody can't get this non-duality business, perhaps it would be better to try a bit of what's that word? Tai Chi, Tai Chi when they go like that.
I also did Tai Chi. It's beautiful. I would totally recommend it. It's amazing. It's like, mm, it's art. For me, it's art. It's just like a
Beautiful.
movement. It's like meditation and movement. It's
Mhm.
amazing. Also, like how the body feels, and it strengthens a lot. So in a way, it's very powerful for the body, and you feel great. So I can only speak for me, like how it was to experience Tai Chi. I had, of course, a brilliant teacher. He was amazing, and I had a crush on him, by the way. But it was not the reason, so to say, that I loved it. I also continued with another teacher here, a woman. I was full on with this thing. I could not imagine that I would stop it. I thought it's going to play out until I also, when I moved in here into the flat, I did like the furnitures, like because it's a small flat, so that I was able to do my Tai Chi form here. It needs a little bit space. It was just like for me, like teeth brushing. And it was Rosa style, of course. But because they're very every movement is, Ying style, Yang style, Chen style, I don't know what. And but amazing. Like no thoughts, just the movement, just the bodying. It's so obvious that there is no one in the body. Yeah.
It sounds like a bit like dancing very slowly, is it? Is that
Be
the same
beautiful,
thing?
beautiful, yeah, but there is if so in a way it's martial arts. If
Yes.
you do it properly, there is in a way like effortlessly being a powerful fighter. So in a
Yes.
way, you are nothing can stop you in a fight if you know how to do it. And it's
Yes.
amazing. Now a lot of stuff is on YouTube. I remember like half a year ago I was watching. I was stunned by the beauty. Oh my gosh, this is really like a big thing there, in Asia. And it's
Yes.
it's very
Yeah.
normal. They gather simply also the old people. They come out like on daily basis. They gather to and they just do the movement. It's and
And you
it's
learn
it's
it in 5 minutes or
no. It's a process, so to say. Effortlessly learning. There are sequences, and you just learn the form, so to say. But what I love on this, the teacher is not telling you too much. He's just standing there and doing, and you just do like a monkey. Monkey see, monkey do. And then you own it, so to say, and you feel it. And of course, the teacher is going to correct some stuff. But beautiful. My teacher was amazing. So, yeah.
Yes, it's amazing, Tai Chi. I love Tai Chi. I did some times ago, and wow, I enjoyed. Has to do with non-duality, of course. It is a traditional, let's say, dance, if you want, and is all the time mixing the duality, no, the yin and the yang,
Yeah,
no,
beautiful, beautiful.
receiving and giving, and in a smooth way, beautiful. I did in my way, no, mixing with dance, even with flamenco, no, is wow. Lovely, lovely Tai Chi. Because it's not it's movement, but it's well, it's everything, no?
There was another dance similar. I can't remember the name. I wanted to have a try at that once. You put these hats, oh, the swirling.
Ah, the
Yes,
derviches from Islam, they
Sufi.
rounding with the head like this,
yes.
one hand up, the other hand down, and
I've never,
with the hand
I
like
have
this.
never seen
Wow,
it, but what is this? Zimo?
I think it's the Sufi
Sufi,
swirl.
Okay.
derviches,
Oh, the witches. Okay. Amazing. You see amazing stuff.
amazing,
Yeah.
with a white big skirt.
Yeah. I've
Bro,
seen it. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
they
Amazing.
lose his bird. And the choreography seems the cosmos, no? Like the planets rounding around with the rotation and the translation, and well, everything has a meaning, no? But it's a beautiful
Beautiful.
dance, and the
Yeah.
music of,
Amazing.
and the singing, no? The incantation, wow, all
Beautiful.
traditions have to do with dances and songs, no? Incantations, no? And run. Amazing,
Beautiful.
amazing.
Beautiful. Yeah. Tony, nice. You also have experiences with Tai Chi. Chi
Yes.
is energy?
The name Tai
Yeah.
Chi,
Yeah.
I think that has to do with energy. Yes,
I
something.
actually fall in love with it. And totally. Like, yeah, because it's simple. It needs no understanding. It's just
No, no,
movement. It's just a
of
movement,
course.
yeah.
It's movement. It's
And
movement.
this is what I love. When things are simple, there is a direct falling in love with
No.
this.
Yeah. Well, with all kinds of traditional dances, of course, the meaning of if you want to inquire to investigate, well, geometry, numbers, and everything. But in order to dance, you don't need to know anything, no, just music and movement and nothing else. Nothing.
Exactly.
It's,
Beautiful.
that's the beauty.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
Amazing.
In Here in Catalonia, the traditional dance is the sardana that everyone knows to dance. Well, all countries no have traditional dances, and all these dances has geometric and symbolic origins. And the sardana is a round that is spinning no around a center that a lot of years ago, the center was a tree or a fire or in a church, the altar in the church, no? And now there's the center is invisible, but the people around this center makes this geometry, no, with the steps and the foots, no, and the music, and everybody knows it's a very simple dance. And if you go to the squares and the streets in Sundays or traditional festivities, every knows how to dance, and it's beautiful as well. All the traditional dances are amazing, amazing.
Totally, sweetheart. Sorry for speaking with full
Yeah.
mouth, but I can go with you because I lived for a couple of years in Bulgaria.
Oh, Bulgaria dances and
Mm.
songs. No,
Oh,
the way
I know.
the
Oh,
lady sing this voice.
I know.
Woo!
They're famous. They're famous. So and
Yes.
I in a way I was 3 years old when I came to Bulgaria and left Bulgaria 8 years later. So I grew up there and I fall in love with the tradition. Oh my gosh, I was so like full on into the whole thing there, just loving it, because the parents of my father were there also, and I was just like full on being the perfect student, like pupil, small in the kindergarten, then in school, and loving everything. And by the way, the dance, so to say, the like from the natives is called huro. And it's like a very traditional, yeah, like you're dressed up, dressed to kill, with a lot of folklore. It's called folklore. And
Folklore.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's it's magic. It's with the nature, with the mountains, with the roses, you know. It's just
Uh,
magic. And I was just like also dressed like this in the kindergarten, and it's so amazing. Yeah, yeah,
yes, and that's it's everywhere. Imagine Africa,
yeah.
dances in
Mm.
Africa, this trip with boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah, yeah.
getting crazy, getting crazy, 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 forgetting yourself, being just the rhythm, with just
Beautiful.
rhythm, with anybody feeling the rhythm, being rhythm, no? Is
Like actually, as it always is, you know, you don't have to, in a way, bring you into a trance or take drugs or whatever in order to see that there is no one already.
of
It can
course,
be full on everything,
of
full
course,
on thoughts, no matter what. It's just obvious that it just plays freely. Only thoughts, only what's happening, like in the immediacy of what is, in the timeless immediacy of what is. It's just like amazing, amazing. Mm. And I
Mhm.
was always so fascinated when such things popped up, like Rumi, you know, this guy with the
Yes.
poetry, or like with here Jiddu Krishnamurti when I read a couple of things from him, and I was just like, wow, you know, yes, you know, or maybe let's say Alan Watts, but I had no clue about Alan Watts. Listening to this, you would say, oh yeah, you know, and it's like a thing which is beyond your reach. You cannot reach it. You will never reach it, you know, because in a way you feel so limited. You only see the problems, you know. You cannot see how you can get the freedom. Or maybe people who want to become enlightened, I guess it's the same when they're into the traditions of Buddhism or whatever. And it's like in a way, it's never, I can never, never, never become enlightened. Of course you cannot, because it's
Mhm.
never about you. How can
Mhm.
you, you know? And this is amazing how it plays. Amazing.
Yes. During a lot of years, I've been very engaged and with traditions, not only dances, music, geometry, symbolism, myths, the old traditions, not the upon a time, no, in the old times where everything was so clear and so whole, but suddenly this is now. This is this. No, it's not needed. The tradition is not needed upon a time when things were no. That's now.
Beautiful. Tony,
That
it
here
just seemed
that here is so amazing.
amazing. It just seemed like just stories,
Yeah.
storytelling the whole time. Just a lullaby. Just another story. And it's amazing, you know? It's just, I don't know, mind blowing. It's just mind blowing. Simone, sweetheart, why are you laughing? Are you, in a
No,
way,
I
having a
just
story
something
to
came.
it?
No, not really, but just something came to my mind about
Sure.
tradition, and it was like said, like peer pressure from dead people or something like that. And yeah, fun, fun.
What do you mean with
Yeah, like what tradition is. It's like peer pressure from dead people. You understand? Like this kind of rituals or so. Like it's old, yeah, you know, it's ancient, and I just found it funny at some point.
Yeah,
That's so.
totally. That's their purpose of life, you know,
Mm,
to keep on the tradition and to make it holy. And I don't know what. It's just like beauty, beauty. It's art. I would say it's art. Like
mm,
take the Africans painting themselves and I don't know what. And you know, yeah, that's it. That's it. Why not? Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
They say traditions say that there's an epoch, no, during the seeker must to separate what is sacred and what is profane. No, these traditional dances, rituals. This is sacred, and the other things, the ordinary life, is profane. But you have to separate in order to realize that there's no such a separation. No, they explained all the tradition. They explained very, very, very precisely. No, that this separation must be necessary. I don't know why, but maybe in order to realize that there's no such a thing. There's not such a thing, but because this is sacred, no, so to speak, or there is not profane. Sacred and profane is an English word. Do you understand sacred?
Yeah, secret and
Yeah, and
profound. Like it's
profane.
ordinary,
Yeah,
ordinary.
yes,
Mm, mm,
yes.
mm.
What is not sacred is profane,
The
no,
opposite.
and the opposite. In order to realize that there's no such separation, that all there is this. And is this sacred? Well, let's say yes, it is.
And it's
Or,
not at the same time.
and it's not. Nothing is. Nothing. There's not something that it is and something that it is not. No. Everything is and nothing is. No,
Yeah, beautiful.
like this. Because what more sacred than this? The screen, your
Mm,
faces,
mm,
this voice, this unknowing, this
yeah.
nothingness expressing in a spontaneous, innocent, crazy, wild, unknown, beautiful, lovely. What else?
Beautiful, sweetheart. This is totally ringing the bell here. Totally. What else but this, you know? I mean, you're looking the whole time for something special for me, for whatever, for relief, for enlightenment, whatever. And the whole timeless time it's there. It's shouting, it's screaming, it's there. Full on, full on.
Run.
And in a way, this is how I would put it here. Simone, maybe you want to say something, like seeing that nothing is lacking. No matter what plays out, no matter what shit show is playing out, it's just full and complete. Like no need for anything. Like really, I can say I'm a total loser, because there is just full on. Nothing is lacking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes there can even be the impression and the feeling that there is something lacking, but that's how it is at that moment. And it does not say anything about the whole thing. Yeah, so I would not say that the sensation of lack is
Bad.
unreal. Yeah, it's sometimes something it feels like there is something missing or so, but that's an appearance in the whole thing, and I think it's yeah it's what it is. It's valid also, and um, like everything that appears, you cannot argue with it. Yeah, like when I feel something is missing, then that's how I feel at that moment, and yeah, it might pass or not or whatever, and so I think yeah, that's also it. What to say?
Yes, yes, that makes sense. Because sometimes if we say, no, nothing is missing, nothing is lacking, well, come on. Well, wait. Maybe something. But if we say, yes, something is missing, something is lacking, wow, you realize that it's not really, it's not really. No.
Yeah, I think there's a difference maybe between the sensation of that something is missing or lacking or whatever, and that the whole, of course, there's nothing missing or lacking.
Mm.
But I think it's to gaslight oneself into abundance is also interesting, you know.
Mhm.
Like there are moments where you feel like, oh, I feel like something is missing in my life or whatever, and or at one moment, or I miss my keys or whatever, like I don't find them and I'm missing them, like very simple thing.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
but never the spiritual thing, or uh, that something important is missing. No, not at all. Not at
Yeah,
all.
maybe not for us. Well, I think I know people that feel that there is a lot missing in their lives, and yeah, I could not
Oh,
tell them, yeah, everything is whole, and so because they would think that I'm just
Yeah.
gaslighting them or just telling them I don't understand, and so I think this is something what, yeah, is super okay, that if you feel
Yeah.
that there is something missing, and if you suffer from that or whatever, you cannot do anything about it at that moment. Yeah.
Of course,
beautiful.
and sometimes there's people that seems that need this something is lacking, because this something that is lacking is their treasure.
Of
No,
course.
it is their
Of
treasure.
course. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And in my memory, I had a lot of experiences or times where I felt like a lot is missing, starting from love, from care, from whatever. And now when I look back, or now when I call that as my memory, then I would say, okay, that's a story. But this sensation, I remember it, and it has its own quality. And yeah, in the abundance, of course, lack has its place too. So it's also a sign of abundance, maybe, that there can be the experience of scarcity or lack or whatever. So because otherwise it would not be abundant if this would be excluded in some
Beautiful.
way. Yeah.
Mhm.
But but I think this it can happen, this sensation or this feeling, like anything else, like everything is overflowing, and I think in this pulse of life everything happens at some time, some moment.
Did we say that there could be an abundance of depression? That would be perfection.
Uh,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can see depression also, like, okay, I'm not so much into depression, like not having so much knowledge, but maybe I had maybe a depression without knowing it. But I want to simply say, like, a beautiful word game of Karl Renz, depression, deep rest, deep rest. So in a way, he says that depression is in a way beautiful, the most beautiful thing, because you are really like in a total rest. You're just knocked out, so to say. I'm not, it's the way how I am understanding this. Like, I know that depression is claimed an illness, and it's like when there is no life motivation, drive to even get up and do the most ordinary, simple things, like zero energy for living. Like, in a way, this is the total catastrophe. Like, absolute, like how the existence is threatened, full on threatened existence, right? And even going to suicidal thoughts, maybe like really not seeing any more sense in life and having suicidal thoughts. This is how I understand depression, like really as if in a way the me is knocked out. Life is showing you, hey, the only thing you can do now is lay in bed. You're fucked. So in a way, in this very, I would say, loser situation, being an absolute loser, yeah, because you cannot do anything.
Perfect.
This this is in a way the deep rest. So in this very situation, suffering, it maybe clicks and you see, fuck. Of course, I'm not controlling the show. There is maybe a forceful giving up. I can't anymore. I give up. I have to give up. I'm done. And this may, in a way, be seen in this thing. That's why he says that depression is the most beautiful thing ever, whatever this means. And yeah, Garrett.
It's a sounds like it's a bit like jumping off from the 13th floor and So long, so good. Before you hit the bottom. So far, so good.
Whatever, just a story. But what did you meant, Garrett, with the depression?
I can't remember what I was getting at. We said perfection. A total loser could be a perfection also.
Of course, it's everything. Nothing is excluded. It's everything. It's everything.
And you could be addicted to being depressed, perhaps. But
It's everything, no matter what you say now, Garrett. Depression or enlightenment or whatever you say, that's it. It's everything. It's just everything. Nothing is excluded. There is simply here, in a way, I would say there is no more wrong or right. It's not playing out anymore. It's whatever it is. And of course, if you if you feel bad and call me and ask for help or stuff like this, there is a response directly happening. So in a way, it's very natural to go towards helping, feeling good, nourishing, positivity. It's the most natural thing. And it's just how it plays here, I would say. And but it's everything. It's already seen. And here is not like an idea when seeing maybe people who suffer. There is not like this helping thing. Oh, I have to help them. This is not okay. It's wrong. No, no, no. If they are asking actively, help may happen. But I have no idea that this is wrong. I should help, or you know what I mean? Tony, maybe this is popping up now here quickly. You shared with me beautiful. You spent time in the city in Barcelona with some friends, like some people. You want to share this? What was it? They were in a way.
Yes, but before I want to say
Yeah,
something to Garrett about if the depression is perfection, no, I would say that yes, because here perfection is understood as wholeness. Then, but if you, Garrett, have some problem with this word, as a lot of people, then change perfection, no, and instead of perfection, say this, because it's the same. Then depression is this, of course.
or just what's happening.
What's
Just what's
happening?
happening.
This, it's this.
Depression
Yes,
is happening. You
yes,
know?
it's not nice. It's not okay. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. Is this perfection as well? But
I tend to change. Years ago, I wouldn't say depression. I would say I don't like competition.
uh-huh. Competition.
Yes, I don't like to.
The pressure, being under pressure to perform.
Yes, in a way, I'd rather everybody shared it all together rather than compete against the other person, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Whether you call that depression or not, but to compete
Mhm.
against someone else, it sounds like depression a little bit, doesn't it?
Uh,
If you want to get into the first team of the football team and not one of the reserves, you've got to beat the other guy, and it sounds like
You have to work your ass off. You have to be better.
Yes, there's people that are very, very, very competitive,
Yes.
and others, Garrett, for example, is not competitive. Well, it's the same, not difference. Being competitive and being not competitive. Here, sometimes seems to be both.
Yeah.
when I was a boy, my one or two friends where I lived would come to see me and perhaps have a game of chess. And my mother used to warn me, make sure you lose. Don't beat your friend because he may not come again and you will have no friends.
Actually, she was telling this to you.
Yeah, so I've had that
Wow.
attitude in here, don't be a winner, a loser, and
Be a loser. Be a loser.
These
yeah,
are you see the conditionings. You see, Garrett, how innocently this play out, what your mother told you about you, who Garrett is, how Garrett should be. In a way, her mother was telling her how she should be. And this is running and these are the stories, you know. These are the beliefs finally you are believing in. And then maybe you see one day, oh my gosh, what a joke. What the fuck, you know? What a joke. Come on. And this can be very obvious, you see? This is in a way like the easygoingness from the childlike thing. A child is not giving a shit about how the rules are, how life is. They have no clue. And then later on, of course, they have to be put into boxes. You have to be like this, and this behavior is now appropriate, and don't behave like this, and and then things become complicated and boxed in. And this is it already. Yes. You see? Nothing right or wrong with this. It's just what's happening. Having an issue with this, not being able to compete in society, getting depressed is this already. Yeah.
but if you don't compete, and somebody asks you what you enjoy in life, what you enjoy most, you can't give an answer.
I was in the situation, Garrett, when I was a teenager. I completely got out of the system, so to say. And speaking to my friends who were performing at school, getting their final education, and Rosa not, because she was not able, they were asking me, Rosa, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm walking, I'm breathing, I'm smiling, I'm speaking. You see, it's hard to explain that. There is no need to do anything. Just to be is more than enough. And this is unexplainable because you are already a loser. Show me your education, show me your plans. What do you want from life? Nothing. I'm just happy to be able to breathe.
Fresh air, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I remember when I was maybe 18 or 19, uh, I was studying in the university economics, but really I was not interested at all. But well, my friends one day, uh, each of them was explaining what were their goals, no, in politics, in economics, in life, and I was absolutely silent. And somebody then, and what about you, Tony? And I suddenly I began to cry, but
Oh.
an explosion. I was the first surprise, and everybody was well, and we're crying and crying, and then we stop crying. Well, that's it.
Oh, I love
Because I didn't have the minimum idea what was my goal. I haven't
it.
at
Beautiful.
all, and was so boom. Well, without goal.
Beautiful. And the reaction was like crying because not
Yes,
knowing what to say. And
yes,
there
yes,
was a pressure, obviously.
yes.
Everyone is,
I
yeah, I
suppose.
totally get you, sweetheart. I
Yes,
was also feeling like this.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. But I don't remember as something uncomfortable or something shameful. No, no. But poof, crying a
Oh,
fountain.
beautiful, beautiful.
Poof,
So
that's
he was playing out shameful and guilt and not being good enough, comparing. And I had like this competitive aspect already like ingrained due to the professional tennis gaming. And I knew what it is, how to compete, to stand your girl, so to say, to be a player. And when you're coming out of this, and I stopped with this. I was not bad, but I say, no, that's it. This is not going to be the main purpose of life. I decided with bloody 14, 15, whatever this means. And then totally falling into this complete loser. And now what? You know? and not being able to take the pressure at all, no matter what. Zero, zero. And you really feel like a loser. And then trying to fix myself, whatever this means, and just seeing always bumping with the head against the wall. Impossible, impossible. I have no clue how to do it. And this is when I fall in love with simplicity, so to say. Why should I do anything? Isn't it enough to just be? You know? And this was the biggest relief. And then finally, also being is too much. Amazing stories. Amazing, amazing. And somehow what is left is a lot of joy, a lot of laughter, humor. Like
Yes.
how Henrique beautifully explained the example with the daughter. Like full on the daughter, mom, this, and full on like with having an issue, a problem, and just seeing, hey, girl, it's all good. It's all good. It's perfect already. And this is in a way like this unconditional love, we can say. And there
Mhm.
is also not needing to say love, but for me, it's always like in a way already accepted. So it's in a way like a loving thing, whatever this means. And yeah, Zimo, you're
Yeah,
dreaming already.
yeah, no, no. I just try to remember these times. Yeah,
It's funny how we go, like in a way, memories are popping up, and
Yes.
it just boom, fresh and new.
yeah.
Wow.
I remember with this thing like everything is okay. Like I remember. I think it was a totally different situation. I remember I think 11 years old, and I was oh yeah. I found life very hard at that time, as far as I remember. And I remember that in this age, I became aware that because before I think it was like 7. It was the first time where I realized that I would prefer to be dead than alive because life was very hard and heavy for me. And with 11, I felt like I became aware of this suicide idea. So I went to my father and said, "Yeah, I feel so very bad. I don't want to live anymore. I want just to be dead." And then he looked at me. I don't know what you've got. You have everything, a TV and this and that. And then I felt like, yeah, okay. And this is like, I don't know. Yeah, I just noticed that he doesn't totally. Probably it was too much for him. He was overwhelmed with this. And I remember at that age, because if you talked about goals, I think the only thing I wanted to be at that age was I wanted to be high. I was looking for my tribe, like feeling like connected, but not with this, like these weirdos, like these people I felt totally separated. And I wanted to be dead. So these were my goals, I think.
Wow.
I think everyone is
Boom.
very, very different, but still I'm here. When I was 14, I did not expect to become even 18 because my life choices or not choices were not so healthy at that time and a little bit fatalistic. But now I think like, wow, now I'm really